I am Yolanda García Seco, Government Delegate in Extremadura. I would like to show my support to the EPSA 2021. In those days after the state of alarm, a group of civil servants concerned about the citizens' attentions promoted an efficient system of organization and consultation that has been a transmission belt for the fluctuating decisions and rules that were approved every day. It has an efficient team that using new technologies, systematization of responses, and above all, contributing extraordinary human courage and common sense, managed to implement an efficient system that has been recognized by many people. This team helped all citizens in the most difficult moments. They committed themselves from their homes to the effective management of measures adopted. To this end, they used news media and, above all, their personal effort. As government delegate, I received considerable expressions of gratitude from other institutions and anonymous people. Therefore, their work could be considered as a good practice from the rest of the European public administrations, and I hope that together we'll build a better Europe for citizens. Thank you for your attention.
We wanted to put this the first presentation here. The quantity of answers we solved, more than 13 responses given during the first state of alarm in Spain. The first state of alarm started the 14th of March 2020 until the 21st of June 2020, 3 months more or less. We present, those are the points, the different points of the project. Base project information, project executive summary, relevant information, and the main aspects of this project that we are going now to develop. Referring to base project information, we have here the name of the mailbox, Consultas covid19.extremadura@correo.gov.es. The government delegation in Extremadura in Spain has the administration that has been involved in this project, and the theme for EPSA 2021 we have chosen digital public administration. As relevant sub-themes, we have chosen governance, because it was a measure given by our government, central and local administration. The origin was central administration, welfare system, e-government due to the use of technology, health card and long-term card due to the importance for us of caring to citizens, to take care of citizens, digitalization, of course, and crisis management. We made 2 important points. We must say at the first moment that Extremadura is a region that is located in the southwest of Spain, bordering Portugal. Government delegation is an administrative unit that represents the government of Spain in our territory, in our autonomous community. So during the pandemic, we had 2 states of alarm. The first one declared by Royal Decree 463/2020, and the second state of alarm declared by Royal Decree 926 that started in 29 of October 2020 until 9 of May 2021. The main points we must to highlight during the first state of alarm were that some of them we have told you, but we were 9 public employees. We developed our work giving answers to citizens 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Over 13 responses given during this first state of alarm. The main subjects we solved, main questions from citizens were about traveling, activities, permitted activities of daily life, for example, health, about labor, health, work, etc. It was very important for us the necessary accompaniment of citizens in so difficult situation because for us it was very important that government delegation and of course our consultation team make the effort of offering the help that citizens needed. And of course, the work of the consultation teams was established in a double communication flow, one internal and one external. Internal because, as the secretary has told before, it was very important to update every day the responses template according to the different legislation and different regulations that every day was being approved and were being published in our national bulletins. And the external communication between the members of the different members internally must to be aware of those novelties of the situation. And on the other hand, the external communication was fundamental because there were very important relationships with citizens, workers, etc. We must highlight the strong links with other countries, with citizens from other countries, European and non-European countries, especially European countries, but especially we must highlight the strong links with Portugal due to the geographical proximity and the strong links we have with this in the country, with our neighboring country. We can speak to you about a project, an agreement, Euro-ACE agreement that during in the 2009, in September of 2009, was signed between two regions in Portugal, Centro and Alentejo, and our region, Extremadura, to reinforce the relationships between this bordering zone. So for us, it was very important to give a good help, a good response to Portuguese people due to the difficult situations. So responses given to people who wanted to go to Portugal, or Portuguese people, contained the information of the legislation enforced in both languages, information because we consulted even consulted the national bulletins of Portugal and Spain, And also we even gave them information about consulates or websites of consulates or embassies, very comprehensive information for them. With this, we wanted to reinforce the relationships with the European community, to give a good example of integration, European integration. Other important point of the government delegation, other of important tasks of government delegation is coordination with security forces and corps. Even although there were a high level of coordination with the high level of security forces and corps, the lower level of policies, etc., made consultations to our mailbox when was necessary. Even, for example, it was very important the coordination when other institutions or, for example, asked help for example, to disinfection or buildings or nurseries. And in those situations, consultation mailbox had a good had an important work of coordination with them. And during the second stage of alarm, the consultation mailbox continued answering questions. During this time, over 1,000 responses were given, serving 24 hours, 7 days a week is the same. And the subjects mainly were in this moment about traveling to the rest of Spain, to Europe and out of Europe. Spain is the national government, and also there are 17 autonomous communities, and inside those autonomous communities there are several provinces, local administration. So coordination with the other administrations were very, very frequent. With regional administration, especially the contact was the Deputy Secretary General with the responsible of relationships with citizens in the autonomous community, and he every day gave him information and advices about the way of solving different situations. And also we offered our mailbox when was necessary. It's the same with the local administration. City councils and local policies made consults to our mailbox whenever they wanted. The interaction of citizens and companies with the consultation system was very important, very extraordinary, because citizens were aware that the consultation mailbox gave answers very quickly and very comprehensive, and so they came to the mailbox to try to solve their problems. It's important the exponential transmissibility of these questions, because the queries and the answers we gave constitute a collective concern. And on the other hand, there were a notable, it's important to tell that it was a notable increase in the volume of consultations during the days immediately following the adoption of new legislation. Citizens relied on the mailbox as a useful source of information. The most important points we have highlight is it was an innovation for us, the way that public employees work and relate to the public. In a permanent closeness to the public and with an immediate response capacity. It was the first time that government delegation used the technology and teleworking so intensively. So the responsive given for us, it was very important to give them responses very quickly and efficiently. It was a great added value for us. The importance of the question, the importance of the possibility of working as a real team, with a real unity, making an effort of developing our work in efficiency, with initiative and determination. And for us, I would like to repeat our commitment of helping the citizens in this situation. Impact for us, it was very important to highlight the achievements or benefits we developed with this. We wanted to get with this project. We worked, I repeat, 24 hours, 7 days. Questions were, answers were given in very short time of responses. We wanted to prioritize urgent questions, and the most important it was that answer given to answer a great value, because it was interesting for us that the responses were most comprehensive, as most comprehensive possible, because they was going to be a guidance for the life of citizens. For example, even was interesting the possibility of citizen could print the answers, or keep them in the mobile devices and show to the security forces and corps when they ask for them during a travel, no? And so this gave citizens security and confidence. For us, it was very important to give a good answer and very comprehensive with the legislation in force and updated. This project, we think that although it was created for a specific situation during a state of alarm and an urgent situation, this project can be reapplied in a seasonal situation or otherwise. The cost of implementation, like our secretary told you before, was minimal, because the only thing we have need, the only tools we have need, has been a personal computer connected to the network of the government delegation. The personnel was working into their homes due to the teleworking, and it was also necessary a distribution list and a person or group that coordinated the responses tasks, the responses. The project, on the other hand, this project has received institutional recognition because this has been conveyed to the head of the government delegation, to the government delegate and government subdelegate. Transferability. At the same time, this project could be easily replicable via email account with a distribution list and one person or group to coordinate. It could be a very appropriate model for any other governmental measure that implies a massive demand for information. For example, and this way of working has been effective with in so difficult situations and with the big quantity of legislation every day. We think that it will be even more effective when the mutability of the measures is less accentuated. Only we need is the commitment of public employees and the support of other institutions.
Fue un proyecto que fue muy interesante porque ayudaba a gente en una situación de necesidad en la que ninguno sabíamos que íbamos a ver en la televisión cada día la noticia que se iba a producir. Era todo terrorífico, era todo terrible. Y en esta situación la administración de verdad que necesitaba acompañar a cada una de estas personas que estaban en su casa, confinadas, sin poder salir, sin poder acercarse a nuestros edificios, a preguntarnos las cosas que habitualmente nos preguntan. Para nosotros era imprescindible que sintieran que estábamos ahí, que estábamos con ellos. Y esta cercanía que nos permitió utilizar este buzón de consultas, pues es muy de agradecer. Te vas satisfecho y dices, no sé si ha sido mucho o poco, pero algo hemos intentado hacer por los ciudadanos. Y eso nos da una gran satisfacción, la verdad, a todos. Gracias.